Om Shanti. So the aim in Brahman life is to become all virtuous, completely viceless. So Baba is doing this double job, cleaning the soul of the dirt and rubbish, which language? So Baba is doing double job, cleaning the soul of the dirt and rubbish of the vices. So first we have to do the cleaning of the soul. And just as, if you want to decorate the house, first you do the cleaning. After cleaning, washing, having painting in the house, then we decorate it with some pieces of decoration. So Baba does this double job, or we had to do both the jobs, cleaning the soul of the vices and then decorate it with the virtues. And it's not enough to have one virtue. We have to become all virtuous. Image of all virtues. Because until we imbibe all the virtues here, we can't be deities with all virtues. So one has to keep on working on oneself and help Baba do his job of purifying us and decorating it with the virtues. Now, as we become virtuous, naturally, in golden age we will be worship worthy, but in Sangam Yuga we become praiseworthy. So virtuous person is loved by everyone. Laukik, alaukik, both. So our relation improves with both laukik and alaukik. Now we can't be pleasing just laukik or just alaukik, but we had to be pleasing laukik, alaukik and Baba. Because Baba also will be pleased with his virtuous children. And as we become virtuous, naturally we will be spreading those vibrations. Because if I am peaceful, I am spreading that vibration of peace. If I am cheerful and happy, I am spreading those vibrations in my atmosphere. And if my relationship with people around me is good, then naturally the atmosphere in my workplace, in my living place, everywhere becomes loving and peaceful and welcoming others. So in order to become image of virtues, because rather than trying to imbibe one after another virtue, because we have got list of 36 virtues, and if we try to increase it, can be 52 also. So all of us have got those list of virtues, isn't it? So the basis of becoming virtuous is being soul conscious. The first lesson that Baba has been teaching us, if we are paying attention to that first lesson, then the sanskars, our original sanskar, are love, peace, happiness, sweetness, etc. But because we became body conscious, naturally we picked up all the rubbish from here and there and everywhere, and because of body consciousness, one after another, vices emerged. So as we pay attention to soul consciousness, and naturally to imbibe all those virtues, first we have to receive power from Baba. Because unless we have deep yoga, we will not be receiving those powers. Because if I receive power of tolerance from Baba and I imbibe in my life, I will become tolerant. So those powers become virtues when we have imbibed in our life. And so deeper our meditation, longer our meditation, easy and natural will be our virtuous stage. So in order to have that deep meditation, what one needs to do is, first and foremost, soul consciousness. Attention, no? Because body consciousness, the old sanskars are such deep-rooted that now and again those old sanskar may emerge. And so Brahman life means life of introspection and checking. All the time checking. Am I soul conscious? Am I body conscious? And sometimes we become role conscious. We are so busy in all doing, that we forget to pay attention to ourselves. Or sometimes we don't want to see ourselves, and so we keep busy, isn't it? We are afraid to see our own weakness. So we keep ourselves busy and try to receive that appreciation, praise, name, fame, position by doing. So it's no attention on being. Because Baba always says, be and do. Be soul conscious and do all your activities. Whereas sometimes we are so busy in doing. The second thing we need to have deep meditation is not to be attracted by material possession. The show of Maya, the show and pomp on a materialistic world is quite a lot. And so if I am attracted or distracted, no, it's a distraction. I'm thinking of buying something, possessing something. So before we buy, we are looking outside, extrovert, looking at what is the best thing available, what is the cheapest thing, where is it that we can go and buy it, how to collect that money, with whom to go to do the shopping, all sorts of thoughts come up. So we had to see that we are having total disinterest in the whole world. Not disinterest in people or disinterest in activity. Because when there is depression, we are not interested in anything. No? Our depressed person likes to be by oneself. So not interested to interact with other people, or not interested or motivated to do any activity. So it should not be depression, but disinterest in material objects and possession and position. So if we have no interest, we won't have any desires or greed, because one after another vice comes, otherwise then if there is interest, we have desire to buy it, then we think a lot, so we waste our thoughts. So disinterest will help us, renunciation of everything that is old or attractive. And that will help us to have deeper meditation. Otherwise, our thoughts, energy, time, money, everything is spent on those material objects. Also, I have to see that I am not allowing waste thoughts, because mind will be either directed to Baba or thinking about others. Because we have to interact with other people. No doubt, in Lokik job we have to interact with Lokik people, at family we have to interact with those family members. So we have to interact with everyone. But at the same time we have to see that we are not pulled by them. And worrying about them. Because when there is little bit attachment, then naturally we will be worried about some people and wasting our time as what will happen, how will happen, what to do, how to do, etc. So that needs total detachment from human being and material possessions, so that we don't have waste thought. Also, we need to be stable on drama and karma. Otherwise, what happens is we are thinking, why this is happening like this, why these people are doing like this, why they are not doing like this. So why and what and all, and we can be wasting our thoughts on questioning, and that's where Baba says, don't allow any question mark, don't allow any surprise, nothing should be surprise. When we are detached observer of drama, we are not surprised, we are not questioning, we are not shocked. Just remain detached observer. Otherwise, we have many questions in our mind and we are worried about them. So, stable on drama, karma will not allow to waste our time and valuing our time, money, energy, thoughts, etc. Because if we don't value our time, we'll say, but I want to sleep. This is my old habit. I must sleep 8 hours a day. I must go to sleep at this time and I must do this at this time. And we hold on to old habits and waste time in sleeping, cooking, watching television, surfing on net. So that's where we have to see that we are not wasting our time or energy in this old world or old habits. Otherwise, naturally, we don't have time to meditate. So if I am not too busy with service, because service should not be only my busy schedule. Because if I realize the importance of meditation, then I am spending time in meditation rather than reading novels or whatever stories or whatever it is, because some people like to be doing all the time, either reading or watching or they don't have that love for meditation, or sometimes we don't value the time that we need to spend on meditation. And so we have to see that I'm not wasting my time, money, energy in unnecessary thing. I'm using everything in a worthwhile way. So if I have that love for meditation, then however busy I may be, I will find time. And we have got Dadi Janki as a very good example, how busy she is. And even if her health is not good, 4 o'clock Amrit Vela, she must have. 9 o'clock meditation, she will be there. Because she started this good night meditation and there may be 15, 20 people waiting for her. No, I'll go. 7 o'clock in the evening meditation, I must go. You come afterwards. So now, these 3 times, she said this is must, in spite of her busy schedule. And that's what, those who have more time, they should, if they have that love that, okay, I want to earn my income as much as possible, then they will try to spare time for meditation. And meditation also, it should not be just routine. Because in order to receive that power, my link with Baba should be so much deep. And I'm not churning yarn at that time, or I'm not planning my service project takes at that time and what is to be done and how to be done, etc. Because sometimes, no, we are so much service conscious that we are all the time thinking about what service, how to service. But first thing, I need to receive that strength for Baba. So my concentration should be very good. My focus should be, this is the time for me to receive that strength from Baba. And I need to have that deep love for Baba. My support and strength should be one, Baba. My deep love for one Baba and none alone. So deeper my love for Baba, easy and natural will be my meditation. And more I'll be empowered. So what we need to do is also have love for solitude. Because some people are people-oriented. All the time they would like to talk to people, meet people, exchange, discuss, even if it is Gyan discussion and Gyani chit-chat. But they like to all the time talk with other people or associate with other people, then they don't have time for meditation. Or excuse is always there, I'm so busy. Whereas if I have that aim, then naturally I will find time. And those who have been to Madhuban and having this good night meditation, many of them were sharing that now I'm going to do it after going home also, or my service place. Because that time by spending in Baba's remembrance, our night sleep is also good, and next Amrit Vela also will help us. So whether you keep 9 to 9:30 or 9:30 to 10 meditation, whatever time you keep for yourself, because not necessarily 9 to 9:30, because then after again you have to do some activities. Nobody is going to sleep at 9:30. So just before going to sleep, having that aim. And especially if it is a collective meditation, it creates a very powerful atmosphere wherever you are living. And your sleep also will be sound and no nightmares or bad dreams. So that's where our aim should be, to have that deeper meditation. And in order to really become the image of virtues, one needs to really keep the chart of oneself. What I had to pay attention to, which of my weakness and vices, because if I have ego, naturally I can't be humble. Even if I tried hard to receive power from Baba, unless I become egoless, I can't be humble. And so I need to introspect and know which is my weakness and what is the strength that I need to develop. So I had to first and foremost introspect myself. And depending on my efforts in that direction, now I can keep my chart and check how much I have first cleaned up my vices. Which vices I have, what I had to work on that, how much attention I had to pay to that. Because, as I said, we had to double job. First is cleaning and then decorating. So first I had to clean my soul of those vices, and so I had to pay a lot of attention, and there should be introspection to know what's wrong with me. So once I have realized with my honest introspection as which weakness or vice I have, naturally renunciation of those vices will be easy. And then I need to have determination to change myself. I cannot give excuses, because sometimes we give excuses. What can I do? I have been short-tempered all my life. In my family, everybody is short-tempered. My grandparents, my parents, my brothers, my sisters, everybody is like that, and I'm also like that. So don't give excuses. Don't look at the weak parents, Lokik parents, but look at our Lokik parents, Mama, Baba. We had to follow their example. So I had to first die alive from my old sanskars, old relatives. And keep my aim object all the time, whether it's Mama, Baba, Lakshmi, Narayan, angels, whatever I prefer to have in front of me. Keeping them in front of me, I'll be able to compare myself with them. So don't compare myself with others around me. Sometimes some Brahman also will say, oh, this senior sister, so many years in Jnana, still she gets angry and upset. If I get upset, what does it matter? I'm only new in Jnana. So Baba always says, don't look at brothers and sisters. Look at mother and father. Good example. So I need to keep them in front of me. And also, any idol, when it is created, it has to tolerate a lot, isn't it? The sculptor has to hammer and chisel and all the time hammering. Then only it can be a beautiful statue or idol. And so Baba is hammering every day. Be soul conscious, remember me. Be soul conscious, remember me. Be sweet. So on one hand he says, oh, you are my sweet, lovely children. But at the same time he says, don't speak harsh words. Don't be rough. Don't get agitated and angry. So I have to really accept, whether it's Mama Baba's or Murli's guidance, or some seniors, if they are telling me, okay, please don't do this or do this. Sometimes we are so defensive. As soon as somebody corrects, we get upset. So we have to see that we don't have that sensitive nature, that we are upset by suggestion, correction, advice, guidance, etc. Whoever gives us advice, even if they are junior, then I should accept it with love and humility. So I need to really not keep Shiv Baba as, yes, he is ocean of love, but I am just a human being. Or Mama Baba, but they were all the time in yagya. They didn't have to face opposition by Lokik people. They didn't have Lokik environment. I am in Lokik environment, so how can I achieve that stage? So don't expect yourself to be in an ideal environment. This is Kali Yuga. And we are, many of you are in a Lokik job with Lokik family. So see that with Lokik family you don't become Lokik. And saying, oh, children, we have to be hard on them, we have to be shouting at them, then only they will be disciplined. No, whether you are a teacher or a mother or a father, you have to see that wherever you are, your aim is to be divine, alokik, spiritual. And whatever you are expressing, your thought, words, actions, everything should be divine. Because before Gyan will say, oh, they are rough, I have to be like them. They are like this, so I had to react in that way. So in Lokik world we used to react, no? With angry person we used to be forceful. But here Baba says, even if somebody is defaming you, abusing you, share love. Give them loving hug. So just see whether that attitude is there, because with good anybody can be good, isn't it? If somebody is cooperative, everybody can be cooperative. But divinity is where I am divine all the time. Whether somebody is devil in front of me, is just a human being, just a Tamopradhan's person, still I am Satopradhan and divine. And whether I have love also, I have to see that it is spiritual love. I am the image of spirituality. So everything should be having spiritual element. So it's unconditional love like Baba. And with that love there will be cooperation, respect, sacrifice, all will be following one after another. Because if I'm loving, I'll give respect. If I give respect, others will give me respect. If I give cooperation, they will give me cooperation. So I had to always have that aim. I had to give first. Not say that they had to give me respect first, then only I'll give them respect. If I'm having that quality of being a respectful, I'll be respectful to everybody, whoever it is. Junior, senior, equal. With everybody I have to express the same quality. Not only with seniors. So, as I have self-respect, I will be egoless. And as I am egoless, I'll be humble. So even if I have any speciality, talent, skills, people may praise me, but I have to see that I don't accept those praise. The humility is that I say, okay, this speciality is given to me by Baba. And so, I, in my mind, point everything to Baba. Baba has made me sweet or loving or cheerful. So whatever qualities I have imbibed, main thing is it should be in and out also, no? Because sometimes we may have smiling face. We may smile, laugh, joke. Internally, we might be depressed or unhappy. So that's just a facade. And that's what I had to see, because sometimes we are so much used to have that facade that we don't know what is real in us. And so I had to be honest with myself and check myself what is me. What are my strengths and weaknesses? I had to check myself. And sweetness also, it should be spiritual sweetness. Because Mama always used to say that, no, sweet honey attracts ants. So, in order to avoid ants, what we do? Seal the bottle properly and see that on the sides and outside the cork there is no honey left around. Or if ants are coming, we put it into the water, bowl of water, so that the ants can't reach there. In the same manner, if we are spiritually sweet, then we will be also discerning with whom to be sweet and whom to be strict. Because otherwise, if you have sweet personality, loving personality, gentle personality, vicious people may be attracted to you. And because you are sweet and loving, they think, oh, you are also attracted to me. So they project their lustful sanskar on you also and think, okay, you are attracted to me, that's why you are sweet to me. And that's when Mama always used to say, okay, you have to be strict and discern whether what is their intention. Because some students come to the center just for vibration or just for the company of sweet, loving people. So you are not spending your time and energy for them. So that's why we had to be all the time discerning as what sort of intention the other people are having, and you are not supporting their impure intention or desires or sanskars. Also, we had to see that we are humble but not subservient. We are sweet but not subservient. Because I had to see that I am not doing anything just to please other people. Whatever I am doing should be doing it for pleasing Baba. And that's why I had to see whatever I am thinking, speaking, doing, is it to please Baba or to please some human being? And so at that time I had to be assertive, not subservient. And so with all the powers that we need, the power of discerning or the wisdom, the virtue of wisdom is very essential. Just as Jnana and Yoga are essential subject for our dharana. In the same way, the virtue of wisdom is very essential to judge every situation, to discern every individual as what I should be implementing, which virtue, which power I should be using when. Otherwise we might be wasting our time. Because if I had to be strict and I'm just sweet, then people will take disadvantage of my time, money, energy, everything. And my thoughts, time, energy are very valuable at this time of Sangam Yuga. So I had to see that I am not wasting any of them. So wisdom will help me to be detached observer and not get influenced by situations, circumstances and people around me. Otherwise, I can be influenced. And especially Baba is emphasizing a lot nowadays, keep the company of truth and don't be influenced by bad company. So I had to see that I am in the company of Shiv Baba, the truth, all the time. And not only at the designated hours of my meditation. Then I won't be influenced by environment. Because sometimes, if I'm influenced by environment, atmosphere, climate, etc., then naturally I won't be using my time in a worthwhile way. So my aim should be always very clear in front of me what I am aiming in my life. Not just to serve others. Because sometimes our focus is service. If we don't have service, we become upset that, oh, nobody is giving me chance to do service, and so is getting all the time chance, and poor me. Nobody is using my talents, time, etc. I am so much willing to spare my time. But the thing is, my focus should not be to serve other people. I will be serving automatically if I am powerful, yogi and virtuous. Because if I am virtuous, by seeing my example, others will follow automatically. So it's not the donation of knowledge so important, because we are so much focused on donation of jnana, verbally speaking. But we are not paying attention to the stage of my mind, that I had to become such a powerful yogi that I am serving through my thoughts, vibration, powers, and creating such a peaceful atmosphere or happy atmosphere. So that's where we have to pay attention that I am doing mansa service through thoughts, yoga power. I am doing service through my example. So this is also the donation of virtues. So all the treasures that Baba has given, giving jnana is only one. There are other 7 treasures. Time, thoughts, virtues, blessings, happiness. So I have to see that I am focusing on everything and not only one. And as our slogan is, if I change, world will change. If I want to change world, first I had to change. I had to become virtuous. Then the world will be divine. And so my focus should be self-service. So as much as I pay attention to my self-service and imbibing those qualities, then naturally I'll be serving through my vibration and virtues. So I should not forget that aim objective any time. And balanced life. Because if my life is balanced, I will be blissful. If I am in a powerful yoga, I'll be blissful. And my face also will do service, because that's what Baba says now. You have to glorify Baba through your face and features and your activity. So Baba says your activity should be like angels. And your features should be cheerful and happy all the time. So that's where I have to see that I maintain that soul conscious or bodiless stage. And now and again, as Baba has emphasized, wear the angelic costume. Go to the subtle region, or be in that bodiless stage. And then naturally, with that emphasis on the two things only, I'll be achieving a lot, glorifying Baba through my stage. Om Shanti.